Have you ever wondered why women in our 40s and 50s everywhere are gaining so much weight? Many of us look like this in our 20s and 30s, but all of a sudden it's like our bodies exploded and we now look like this. And there's no way to get them back to the former size. In this video, we shall get to the root of this matter because believe it or not, gaining weight can have serious consequences for our health. For example, what is your waist measurement? Do you know that the size of your waist can affect your health? Yes, my dear, a woman with a waist measurement of more than 34 inches is at high risk for diabetes, hypertension, heart and circulatory diseases. So the smaller your waist, the healthier you are. Now let's go straight to the heart of the matter, which is menopause responsible for weight gain in women who are 40 years old and older? To answer this question, let's take a look at the changes that happen in our hormones as we get closer to menopause. Specifically, we'll look at two hormones, the first of which is estrogen. Estrogen is the term used to describe a group of hormones that play a major role in the sexual and reproductive development of women. There are three major estrogens: estrone, E1, estradiol, E2, and estriol, E3. Estradiol regulates metabolism and body weight in women. Estradiol also helps our muscles in three ways. It preserves, regenerates, and helps our muscles contract as we move about. Once the transition to menopause, aka perimenopause, begins, our levels of estradiol begin to fluctuate wildly and then gradually decrease. As our levels of estradiol decrease, our muscle mass also decreases. This lower muscle mass leads to a lower metabolism, which helps to speed up weight gain. So as our levels of estradiol become lower, our weight gain becomes higher and our weight distribution also changes. Weight redistribution simply means that some of the weight from below our waist beads, specifically our hips and thighs, moves up and is now sitting above our waist. How else can we explain how a woman who had a perfect figure 8 in her 20s and 30s now becomes a Roman figure 1? Ha. The second hormone is cortisol. Around the time of menopause, cortisol, which is the major stress hormone, becomes overactive. In response to any stress we expose ourselves to, cortisol releases sugar into our bloodstream to provide us with energy to deal with the stressful situations in which we find ourselves. This excess sugar gets stored in our lower belly. Stressors which cause stress could be relationship issues, a challenging job, or even the current galloping inflation in Nigeria, especially as the math is simply not mathing. I mean, how can one explain a situation where the price of each item at the market or supermarket changes every day? Anyway, that's another story for another day. Let's go back to the reason why we're here. From looking at how two of our hormones, estrogen and cortisol, behave, we can see here that menopause is guilty of causing weight gain as charged. But it turns out that there are three other factors that are guilty of aiding and abetting midlife weight gain in women. First is genetics. Genetic factors also might play a role in weight gain around menopause. If your parents or other close relatives carry extra weight around the waist, you probably will too. Remember that you can only look like your father or your mother or one of their close relatives. The second factor is aging. One significant effect of aging on both men and women's bodies as we grow older is that we lose muscle mass, but our body fat increases. To make matters worse, losing muscle mass slows the rate at which the body uses the calories. So the more muscles we have, the more calories we burn, and the easier it will be to remain at a healthy weight. The third factor, which is responsible for weight gain in midlife in women, is my favorite. It's lifestyle choices. Let's start with our choices when it comes to activity levels. The choice to walk or be driven, and then the choice to sit more often or stand more often. Most of us become less active as we get older. We go from one place to another in cars. We sit all day at work. We have domestic help to take care of almost all our errands, and we actually feel like, yes, this is the life. But I've got news for you. If you'd rather chill in one place, a sedentary lifestyle further slows down our rate of metabolism. A slower metabolism means your body cannot convert food into energy as efficiently as it should. This can lead to weight gain, fatigue, and other health problems. On top of all this, when it comes to food, we have two choices. We can either choose to be part of team healthy lifestyle and eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and lean protein. Or we can be part of team I cannot come and kill myself and eat majorly foods which are high in starch like eba and powder yam. Diets high in refined starches are linked to a higher risk of diabetes, heart disease, and weight gain. Then we add small chops, meat pies, donuts, white bread, biscuits, fatty meats like assorted meats, aka ẹran oríṣiríṣi, instead of lean meat, which we know isn't good for our health. Finally, let's talk about the choice to sleep or not to sleep. Many of us are not getting enough sleep because we stay up so late at night. When people don't get enough sleep, they tend to snack more and eat more and drink more calories. They also have higher levels of stress, which can lead to even more weight gain. So at the end of the day, menopause is guilty as charged and it does lead to weight gain. But menopause can only stand trial for aiding and abetting. More to blame are aging, genetics, and poor lifestyle choices. Most of these factors are out of our control. We cannot control our hormones or genetics. But one thing we can control is our lifestyle. By embracing a healthy lifestyle, we can combat weight gain in midlife at any age. What steps can you take today to change your lifestyle? Remember, you can start small and make changes. If you would like to find out how to lose weight and keep it off for life, click here for 10 of my tried and tested tips which have helped me keep wearing the same dress size for over 30 years. Don't forget to be your sister's keeper. I'll see you soon.